Hello children, exercise 10.3, fourth question. Find the distance of the point minus 1 comma 1 from the line 12 into x plus 6 which is equal to 5 into y minus 2. So we can write this equation as 12x plus 72 which is equal to 5y minus 10. So we get 12x minus 5y which is equal to minus 82. So otherwise we can write it as 12x minus 5y plus 82 which is equal to 0. So compare this equation with the general equation of the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here a is 12, b is minus 5 and c is 82. It is known that the perpendicular distance of a line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 from a point x1 y1 which is given by d equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. Here the point x1 y1 is minus 1 comma 1 and distance of a point from the given line which is equal to 12 into minus 1 plus minus 5 into 1 plus 82 by root of a square plus b square, that is 12 square plus minus 5 whole square which is equal to modulus of minus 12 minus 5 plus 82 by 144 plus 25 which is root 169 which is equal to 65 by 13 which is equal to 5 units. So distance d equal to 5 units. Fifth question. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line x by 3 plus y by 4 which is equal to 1 or 4 units. The given equation of a line is x by 3 plus y by 4 which is equal to 1. So 4x plus 3y which is equal to 12. So minus 12 which is equal to 0. Comparing this with the equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0, a equal to 4, b equal to 3 and c equal to minus 12. Then let a comma 0 be the point on the x-axis. Distance d equal to 4 units. It is known that the perpendicular distance of a line from a point x1 y1 which is given by modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by square root of a square plus b square. Substituting this we get d is 4 units which is equal to modulus of the point is a comma 0. Substituting here, so 4 into a plus 3 into 0 minus 12 by square root of 4 square plus 3 square which is equal to 4a minus 12 by 16 plus 9 which is root 25 which is 5. So we get plus or minus 4a minus 12 which is equal to 5 into 4 20. So 4a minus 12 equal to 20. 4a equal to 20 plus 12 which is 32. A equal to 32 by 4. We get a equal to 8. Minus of 4a minus 12 equal to 20 which gives minus 4a equal to 8. A equal to minus 2. Then the required points on x-axis is minus 2 comma 0 and 8 comma 0. 6.1. Find the distance between parallel lines. So first subdivision, 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0. 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. It is known that the distance between parallel lines given by d equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of a square plus b square. Here a is 15 B is 8, C1 is minus 34, C2 is 31. So distance D equal to C1 minus C2. So minus 34 minus 31 by root of A square plus B square. So 15 square plus 8 square, which is equal to modulus of minus 65 by 225 plus 64. Square root of 289, which is 17, which is equal to 65 by 17 units. Second subdivision, L of x plus y plus b equal to 0 and L of x plus y minus r equal to 0. We have to find the distance between these two lines. So which is Lx plus Ly plus b equal to 0, Lx plus Ly minus r equal to 0. Here A is L, B is L, C1 is B and C2 is minus r. So using formula D equal to C1 minus C2 by root of A square plus B square, which is equal to P minus of minus r, so plus r, P plus r by root of L square plus L square, which is equal to P plus r. We have 2L square, which is L into root 2, which is equal to 1 by root 2 P plus R by L units. Seventh question, find the equation of the line parallel to the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and passing through the point minus 2 comma 3. So we have to find the slope from the given line and find the equation of the line which has slope passing through a point. So we have to use point and a slope form, y minus y1, which is equal to m into x minus x1. The equation is 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. Write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So 4y equal to 3x plus 2, y equal to 3 by 4x plus 2 by 4. Here m is 3 by 4. And using slope point form, that is equation of the line is y minus y1, which is equal to m into x minus x1. Slope is 3 by 4 and the points are minus 2 comma 3. Substituting this, we get y minus 3, which is equal to 3 by 4 into x plus 2. So 4y minus 12, which is equal to 3x plus 6, which is 3x minus 4y plus 18, which is equal to 0, which is the required equation. Eighth question, find the equation of the perpendicular to the line x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0 and having x intercept 3. First we have to find the slope. Here it is perpendicular to the line, so we have to convert it into minus 1 by m. Then we have given x intercept, so we have to use the formula m into x minus d so that we can get the equation of a line. So x minus 7y plus 5 equal to 0. Write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c, 7y equal to x plus 5, y equal to 1 by 7 of x plus 5 by 7. Slope of the given line is 1 by 7. Slope of the line perpendicular to the line having a slope 1 by 7 is m equal to minus 1 by 7, which is minus 7. Then equation of the line with slope minus 7 and x intercept 3, which is given by y equal to m into x minus d. Y equal to minus 7, x minus x intercept is 3. So y equal to minus 7x plus 21, 7x plus y, which is equal to 20, which is the required equation of the line. Ninth question, find the angle between the lines root 3x plus y equal to 1 and x plus root 3y which is equal to 1. So using the formula tan theta which is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2. So we have to find the slopes of two equations. Write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Write the equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c so that we can find the slopes of two equations. Y equal to minus root 3 of x plus 1. So m1 equal to minus root 3. Here root 3y which is equal to minus x plus 1. Y equal to minus 1 by root 3 of x plus 1 by root 3. Here m2 is minus 1 by root 3. The acute angle theta between the two lines which is given by tan theta equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2 which is equal to minus root 3 plus 1 by root which is equal to modulus of minus root 3 plus 1 by root 3 by 1 plus minus root 3 into minus 1 by root 3 which is equal to root 3 into root 3 which is 3 minus 3 plus 1 whole by root 3 divided by root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled, so 1 plus 1. So we get minus 2 by root 3 divided by 2. Tan theta which is equal to minus 2 by 2 root 3. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So we get tan theta equal to 1 by root 3. So theta equal to 30 degree. The angle between the given lines is either 30 degree or 180 minus 30 which is 150 degree. 10th question, the line through the points h, 3 and 4, 1 intersects the line 7x minus 9y minus 19 equal to 0 at right angles. Find the value of h. We can use the product of slopes which is equal to minus 1, that is the slope of two lines are perpendicular. So first we'll find the slope of the line passing through 2 points h, 3 and 4, 1 using the formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So let's take this slope as m1 which is equal to 1 minus 3 which is minus 2 by 4 minus h. And slope of the line we can take it as m2 which is equal to 9y which is equal to 7x minus 19. So y equal to 7 by 9 of x minus 19 by 9. So m2 equal to 7 by 9. It's given that two lines are perpendicular. So using the product of slopes which is equal to minus 1. So minus 2 by 4 minus h into m2 is 7 by 9 which is equal to minus 1 minus 14 by 36 minus 9h which is equal to minus 1 which is given as, we can cancel minus, so 14 equal to 36 minus 9h. So 9h which is equal to 36 minus 14 which is 22. So h equal to 22 by 9. 13th question, find the equation of the right bisector of the line segment joining the points 3, 4 and minus 1, 2. Here the right bisector of a line segment bisects the line segment at 90 degree. So the end points of the line segment which is given as the 2 points, we can take this as A, 3, 4 and minus 1, 2 as B. So using midpoint theorem, you can find midpoint of AB and slope of AB. Then we have to find the slope of line perpendicular to AB. So using that, we have to find the equation of the line. First we'll find midpoint of AB. So using x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So 3 minus 1 by 2 and 4 plus 2 by 2, which is 1 comma 3. Then slope of AB using 2-point form, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 2 minus 4 by minus 1 minus 3, which is equal to minus 2 by minus 4, which is half. So slope of the line perpendicular to AB, which is negative reciprocals to slope minus 1 by m. So minus 1 by half, which is minus 2. Equation of the line passing through a point 1 comma 3 and having a slope minus 2, which is using the formula y minus y1, which is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus 3, which is equal to minus 2 into x minus 1. So we get y minus 3, which is equal to minus 2x and plus 2. So 2x plus y minus 5, which is equal to 0, which is the required equation of the line. 14th question. Find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular from the point minus 1 comma 3 to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16, which is equal to 0. So let a comma b be the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular from the point minus 1 comma 3 to the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. We have to find the coordinates a comma b. So slope of the line joining the point minus 1 comma 3 and a comma b. So we can take this as m1. So using 2-point form, b minus 3 by a minus of minus 1, which is a plus 1. Then we have to find the slope of the line 3x minus 4y minus 16 equal to 0. We have to write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So y equal to 3 by 4 of x minus 16 by 4. So y equal to mx plus c. So m is 3 by 4. Here we can take this slope as m2. So m2 equal to 3 by 4. Next we have to find these two lines are perpendicular or not. Since these two lines are perpendicular, the product of two slopes are minus 1. So using that, we have to find the equation. m1 is b minus 3 by a plus 1, m2 is 3 by 4. m1, m2, it is equal to minus 1. Simplifying this, 3b minus 9 by 4a plus 4, which is equal to minus 1. 3b minus 9, which is equal to minus 4a minus 4. So we get 4a plus 3b minus 5, which is equal to 0. So we can take this equation as 1. Point a comma b, which lies on this line 3x minus 4y minus 16, which is equal to 0. So we get 3a minus 4b equal to 16. So we can take this equation as 2. Solving these two equations, we can get a and b coordinates. 4a plus 3b equal to 5 and 3a minus 4b, which is equal to 16. So solving these two equations using elimination method, we can multiply this into 4 and this equation into 3. So we get 16a plus 12b, which is equal to 20, and 9a minus 12b, which is equal to 48. So cancelling this, then we get 25a, which is equal to 68. Then a equal to 68 by 25, Substituting a equal to 68 by 25 in the first equation. So 4 into 68 by 25 plus 3b, which is equal to 5. We get 3b equal to 5 minus 272 by 25. So taking LCM, 125 minus 272 by 25, which is minus 147 by 25. Then b equal to minus 147 by 25 into 3. So cancelling this, we get 49 by 25. Hence the coordinates are a equal to 68 by 25 and b equal to minus 49 by 25. 18th question. If p is the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercepts on the axis are a and b, then show that 1 by p square, which is equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. It's known that the equation of the line whose intercepts on the axis are a and b is x by a plus y by b, which is equal to 1. Or we can write this as bx plus ay, which is equal to ab, or bx plus ay minus ab, which is equal to 0. The perpendicular distance d of a line ax plus by plus c, which is equal to 0, from a point x1 y1, which is given by d equal to modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by square root of a square plus b square. So we can take this equation as 1 and we can compare this with this ax plus by plus c. So we obtain a equal to b equal to a, and c equal to minus ab. If p is the length of the perpendicular from the point x1 y1, which is equal to 0, 0 to the line 1, then we get p equal to a into 0 plus b into 0 minus ab by square root of b square plus a square. We get modulus of minus ab by square root of a square plus b square. On squaring both the sides, we get p square, which is equal to minus ab whole square by a square plus b square, which is equal to p square into a square plus b square, which is equal to a square b square. A square plus b square by a square b square, which is equal to 1 by b square, which is a square by a square b square is 1 by b square plus b square by a square b square is 1 by a square, which is equal to 1 by p square. Hence, we have proved that 1 by p square equal to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. Thank you, children.